Welcome to the session. Today we will see the topic of AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Examination Guide and Recertification Voucher. Under the agenda, we will see what are the different resources are available under AWS for our preparation purpose, and how do we get examination free vouchers for AWS Cloud Practitioner and Solution Architect Associate level certifications, as AWS is giving a 50% voucher for these two examinations. And we will also see now how we can claim up to $300 from AWS for our AWS account utilizations. So let's get in now. When we are working on the preparations, like we need number of resources for our preparations. So AWS is giving a huge variety of resources in terms of documentations. We have huge amount of PDFs or training documentation in the AWS websites. And AWS is also giving one of the hands-on exercise or practical lab, which is called as skill builder. So you can utilize the skill builder for practicing against all those services and learning about various concepts of different AWS core services. And also there are a number of resources that you can learn about different events are happening on the AWS. For example, AWS used to host a number of digital training or free webinars. So you can easily access those materials for your preparations and knowledge upgradations, because AWS is giving all those things to the users as a free of cost, absolutely. And one of them is that something called as AWS Cloud Practitioner Essential, which is a digital training, which is almost 6 hours of digital training AWS is giving. As like that, there are so many other digital trainings are available on the AWS portal. So I have given the links of individual portal here. So I can put the same link on the description of this video, so that you can access these individual links and see how you can browse through the services and try to navigate around the resources for your learning purposes. So in terms of examination pre-vouchers and credits, AWS is giving away 50% of examination cost vouchers for two certifications. One is for AWS Cloud Practitioner certification, and the other one is for AWS Solution Architect Associate level certifications. So for these two certifications, AWS is currently giving you 50% of the discount vouchers. So the links are here. You can easily access the link and fill out the information. You will get those vouchers on your emails, and these vouchers are 50% discounted vouchers. When you are booking an examinations with the Pearson rule, you can use these vouchers for availing 50% discounts, and these discounts are ending by November 30th. So try to get your certification at least 6 months from now. 6 months from now is ample of time, but I'm telling you, you can easily plan and prepare to get your certification. And also AWS is giving $300 credits. For example, you wanted to do some R&D, or you wanted to do some POC of building some of the small sample projects. So rather than spending money from your pocket, you can try to fill out and explain your case study that why do you want it available $300 credit from AWS, and AWS will evaluate your information, and based on that they will even send you the vouchers for $300, which is again you can apply those $300 credits on your accounts. This is on top of your free tier account. For example, if you're opening a new account, pretty much the new account comes with 12 months of free tiers. You can try to use most of the services under the free tier eligibility, but on top of it, if your use case or if your POC is requiring the services which is going to cost you, rather than spending money from your pocket, you can try to claim these credits, but you'll have to fill out the use case information on this particular website. So we will see the hands-on that how do we claim the vouchers for 50% discount vouchers for examination, as well as $300 vouchers partly. But I also wanted to explain you that how do we do the registration for AWS Cloud Practitioner Foundational certifications. The exam pattern is it is a 90 minutes exam pattern. The exam cost is coming around $100. So whichever the country you are, we convert the $100 to your amount. That the amount will come for you. And the pattern is that you'll have 65 questionnaires, either multiple choice questions or multiple response questions. And delivery method is earlier it is all online protected examinations method during the COVID timelines, but now I believe that in most of the countries, the in-person examination has been resumed. So you can book your examination with the Pearson View Testing Center. If your country is still undergoing COVID-19 COVID-19 protocols or online exam is allowed, then you can book your online protected exam as well. So certification registration, this is the link that you have to go and fill out your informations. In terms of the examination pattern, the exam will have 4 different domains. That's cloud concept, where you get 26% of the questions. Security and compliances, you'll get 25%. Technology, you'll get 33%. Billing and pricing, you'll get 16%. So this is a composition of your questions on the examination pattern for 90 minutes, which you will have to answer 65 questions, which will have multiple choices or multiple responses to each other question, and there is no negative mark any question. So you feel free to answer all the questions. Do not try to skip it. If you skip it, you're gonna lose an opportunity for passing an examinations. So it's fine even if you try to answer it wrongly. But in case if you're answering the questions, by chance, there are a number of situations that answer might be right, even if you're not sure about it. You will be you're increasing the possibility of getting the examination pass. But do not leave any question unanswered. That's very important. After you get your certification, what you can do, you will get your batches. I think once you finish your certifications, AWS will take almost 4 to 5 days of time to announce your results. Once you get your result, after 1 week of time, AWS will give you the batch. The batch is gonna look like this. So the AWS Cloud Practitioner Foundation, this is how you'll get your batch, and you can share your batch with your social networks. And if you are getting up for next level certifications on the associate level, for example, AWS Solution Architect associate levels, and again, you can go to register and claim your free vouchers and do your certifications. So now let me show you how do we register the certifications. Okay. So before I go ahead and show you that how do you claim the vouchers. There are different resources I was telling you. So this is one of them. Like you can go ahead and browse through that and find out some of the learning materials here. So if you visit this website, Start Cloud Essential Learning Plan, you can have you can register yourself and start learning by yourself, because AWS is providing a number of digital material freely available at your hand. And the second one I want to tell you, the Skill Builder. Okay, so Skill Builder is a kind of digital learning portal. Whichever the topic that you wanted to learn, AWS is providing mostly 200 plus critical services. So you wanted to learn in-depth in individual services, you can go ahead and choose the free materials or free learning courses available on the Skill Builder, and even you can provision or you can do your hands-on exercise along with the free services on the Skill Builder. So it is kind of learning center to build your skill, which will help you eventually during your examinations. So as I said, AWS is offering number of free training and events. So you can visit here training, AWS Partner Training, and if you come here, you can see the number of trainings are here. Okay. Example, AWS Cloud Practitioner Essential Day. So this is the kind of 5 hours tutorials which has been planned on April 13th, 2023, 9 a.m. AST. So if you are interested in joining this session, then you can register yourself and you'll get an invite and you can join those trainings, right? And now let's see the examination guide, and there is a placeholder here. I have even given the link on my descriptions, so you can navigate it around the examination guide. As I was telling you, like the examination has the questions across 4 different domains. These are the percentage of the question compositions, and what are the concepts or what are the services that are covered under individual domain is clearly explained on the examination guide documentations here. So you can navigate around and read through the document to understand what could be the questionnaires or what could be the services that you can expect on the AWS Cloud Practitioner examinations. Now let's see how do we claim the free vouchers, and this is where you can claim the free vouchers. So come here. You can feed your names. So fill out the information example. So say Senthil Kumar companies ABCD, and then it's asking the business email, say put your email address and fill out the country. It's asking the state number, right? So fill out and submit the form. Then you get the email, the procedure or process of claiming the 50% voucher towards your AWS Cloud Practitioner examinations, right? And if you want to claim the vouchers again for Solution Architect Associate level, and this is the place, again, you go ahead and do your information, feed your information on this form. AWS is going to send you an email which will have the informations to claim 50% vouchers for Solution Architect Associate level examinations. And the next one is, you want to claim, I said $300, right? So AWS is giving you $300 vouchers for you to explore the AWS services in terms of performing the proof of concepts. So you don't need to spend money from your pocket. Instead, try to apply here, and AWS is going to validate your information if they are satisfied completely with your business case, and they're going to send you the voucher will have $300, and that $300 you can redeem it against your AWS Management Console account, and then you start playing around the services, or you can start performing the proof of concepts, and all those money is being consumed against this credit. You don't need to spend money anything from your pocket here. So claiming $300 from the AWS, what information you have to fill out is that the project description. Just explain high level that what are you trying to do. Are you trying to deploy 2-tier application, 3-tier application? Are you trying to deploy web applications? Are you trying to build container applications? What are you trying to do? Explain the project high level, project description here, project intention here, right? And implementation time frame, how long you're going to take. Is it 1 to 3 months time, or 7 to 12 months, or more than a year of time? And budget range, how much budget you anticipate for your proof of concepts. And in terms of workload, you can say, you can choose what are the workload it is suited for you, whether it is the Internet of Things, learning and certifications, or media migrations, mobile applications, right? So whichever the category that you're working on, you can choose it and feed your personal information, example, first name, last name, business email address, and AWS account ID. This is your actual AWS account ID, because you need to be absolutely sure when feeding this information. Give your actual AWS account ID. Otherwise, if you are giving me some wrong ID, this request will straight away be rejected by AWS, because they're going to validate this account ID against your information. So account ID and personal information has to match, and fill out the rest of the information like job role, company information, and submit it. AWS is going to send you an information, will have the information or will have the credit for $300, which you can redeem on your AWS Management Console account. So this is what I wanted to cover, and also finally I want to tell you that this is the placeholder where you can go ahead and sign up for registering a certification. As soon as you receive your 50% voucher, you don't need to wait for any further time. Just to go ahead and find out your schedule that you want to take up on examination, and this is the place where you can sign up and select your center nearby wherever you want to take an exam and continue your examination. So this is what I wanted to cover for today. Thank you very much, and spread across the word. And if you really like this content, if you think that this voucher as well as $300 credit, totally almost 400 hours. Just think about $50 for AWS Cloud Practitioner, another $100 for AWS Solution Architect, another $300 for your account credit. Almost this is the kind of $450 worth, right? So you can share this content with any one of your friend circle who is interested in learning AWS and preparing for an examination. I'm pretty sure that this is going to help you. This is going to help them. This is going to help your circle a lot. Thank you very much, guys.